Alright, we're going to try and get this one done. This opening scene just destroys my GPU here early, but this is TONGASS National I3, I2, IAIV. Making this one, it's an Alaskan course. One of the best wilderness renderings I've seen in GSPRO, period. I gotta say that right away. And a really cool course, really fun. Definitely going into my top GSPRO courses playlist, which is new. If you haven't seen that yet, there's a link in the community tab. There's, of course, it's in the playlist tab, and it should be on the home screen, since that's kind of what everyone is itching to know. Starting off with a birdie, too. Take that. So my computer's not the greatest. I'm running GSPRO on probably the bare minimum, like a GTX 1660 Ti and an old Dell with an i5 in it or something like that. So this particular course just has a ton of detail. You can see background, foreground, trees, grasses, broken trees. I'm sure that takes an extra layer of graphics. So overall, though, it turned out amazing. After doing a good birdie, completely chunking that shot almost into, these are actually water. It's like a little pond with like some growth on it. I definitely hit into it later, so we'll check that out. But pretty cool. There's these little patches of out of bounds like everywhere. And I've played this course a few times already because it's really fun. I'm working on my swing again. I think my limitations of flexibility and strength right now are just kind of hindering what I got going on. That looked like a pretty smooth, straight strike, so just getting the back of the club onto the ball seems to be my priority at the moment. My driver swing speed's way down, and there doesn't seem to be a ton I can do about it, but if I can do that right there, just make it efficient and kind of down the middle, then I'm fine with like 250s instead of really 270 is like my max anyway, really. Just going with a layup, and it looks like I'm basically doing shoulder height to shoulder height drills, but it's getting me some decent results here. From 69 away, that looked pretty good. That was really good. 2 birdies in the first 4 holes. This is a different David here. We'll open it up out of the woods to almost like a plains here. It's water all down the left. That was just the anti-left finish. Finish super hard left. That sometimes works. Sits up about 175 away. It's a little uphill. The swing just looks too long. That one, catching it pretty good, flies over the green. And then from 15, oh, get in there. Oh, that must have been like an inch away from being a par. Because 3.4 is when it's either a par or a birdie inside of that. So that was like right on the edge. What a strange takeaway I got going on here. It's kind of working. That one back of the green, but that's the safe side with all that trouble in the front. And par there, we're -1 all the way to the 7th hole already. There's a big tree just to the right of the fairway. Looks like I got 3 wood or hybrid, something like that. And making good use of it. 141 in on this hole. It's a good flight, just I didn't get it clean, so it didn't have the spin I wanted, but it ended up rolling right in there for another birdie. Kind of got away with that one. That's sort of why I'm playing the PXGs though too, is just I need the help when I mishit it like that, and that one certainly came out nice. So their club head speed back up to 98. I mean, I used to be able to just kind of tap into 105 pretty easily, and I don't seem to have that right now. And I think it's mostly due to my hands and my neck thing. Just a lot going on, but either way, we're dealing with it here and making some swing adjustments. There's some rounds that I haven't posted, and I probably won't, just because it's like me working on stuff, and then I get frustrated, and then I try like completely different things mid-round, and it ends up being horrible. So it's just like these +8 rounds, which not the worst, but with like a shank and a quadruple bogey, you're just like, okay, I'm not sure people are interested in this. Here's a really terrible strike. And I think I try and hit it out. I think, that we can find a little hole. I was about to take a sim drop. I thought, this is some woods that I'm probably going to have to take a sim drop out of. But hit it out, still 200 away. Best par ever? Best par ever? Oh, it's online. It might be the best par ever. Roll left. Yes. That was a great par. 197 within a couple feet to save par. And we go -2 to the back 9. Teeing off here on 10. Just sort of running the back of the club head into the ball right now. 114, 113, 110 remaining almost here. Should take dead aim. Ooh, pulled it. Distance was good too. Just didn't quite do it. We do get the par there. That's right on the edge, 13 yards away. Could have been a 3-putt. Okay, 11 here. Decent swing. Hugging the tree. Missing the tree. Bouncing into the rough, but whatever. Yeah, one of the things I really like about this course is the little pond water is cool, because it shows that like the tundra probably just melted for the first time. And another birdie there on 11. Playing pretty well here at TONGASS National. Really cool look like out into the valley here. The tee markers are work boots, so just a ton of character on this course. And I mean, that's what I look for when I go to push play on a course, is I want it to look like this. I want it to be like, where the hell am I? These trees are huge. How am I going to hit it here? What do I have to look out for? There's also wildlife. I think you can probably see in the background. Bears and moose, maybe a deer, something like that. Oh, here's one right in the back there. An elk and another birdie. So lighting it up at -4 through 12 would be like, I should just leave the course if it's on. If I'm ever -4 through 12, it's not going to get better than that. And we start that right now. And it's funny because that's probably mental. Like, you've hit a bunch of shots like right on the button, right where you were aiming. You're feeling good about it. And then you get to 13 and you're like, the day's almost over. Like, I just got to cruise, and I'm going to be -4, and I'm going to be super happy. I'm going to be buying drinks for people. And it just really doesn't work out like that. The second that thought enters your head and you start playing different, it messes it up. So that's something I need to work on, especially, like, I'm a back 9 imploder constantly. I'll be swinging smooth, and then I'll get to the back 9 and just suck. I was really excited about this hole. It's got these little out-of-bounds ponds surrounding the green, but I took driver, thought I can get there anyway. And then I thought I could get there from 27. Would have been a nice eagle here. Thought that was... oh no, that was a long par 3. Excuse me. That was a 260-yard par 3 that we almost chipped and birdied, but ends up being a par. So still at -4. And then hit a good one on 15. kind of cutting the corner a tad. I think it's going to end up in the rough, but pretty short. It's better than being like way over there. 130 from the rough. Should have been perfect.
Very.
And hit it in the water. It like hit off of an imaginary little branch and banked right. It actually might have been okay if it bounded forward. It would have been a par. The touch on the chips was really good this night, and that really helped me with the scoring. But this hole, 16 and 17, not my greatest. We're sitting at -4, and this is how I behave. Just poor. Hit a cut on command, though. I said I'm going to start it on the tree and go that way, and it did it. So I was pretty pumped about that. And then with 100 left, we got another situation with these, like, two things guarding the green, and it checks up an inch from being a par, and then I hit a little baby nothing. Just a total choke job. Bogey. Let's go to 17. 191 yards, par 3, downhill, over water. This would be terrifying. Slice it into the woods. Actually hit it like right on the button, but I definitely left the face open. And then another wussy chip effort that gets to that 3.4 and goes to the other side. Bogey. So it's a par 5, short par 5, 18. Uphill though. And I'm like, I gotta birdie this. I can get back to -2. We got the bear over here on the right. Hit a pretty poor drive. But 262, we're going to get up pretty close and then have a little chip. Perfect second. It does require to go over all these little out of bounds again, and we got 76 playing up 8. Should be like a full, and this looks good, 84 carry. It bites, and it's just a little bit outside. So par that one, a 71 on the day. First 12 holes amazing. A little bad streak at the end. Let's look at some stats here. Only 4 greens. That's amazing. All in the 9 fairways. Pretty crazy. That one's great, though. Go download it. Go play it. We'll see you at the next course. Peace.